The moment you start pulling away from a toxic relationship, something shifts, and they feel it immediately. You may not say a word. You may not announce your decision, but the way you carry yourself changes. You become calmer, more aware, less reactive, and that's when everything begins. Because when you begin to outgrow the control, they don't just let go, they tighten their grip. At first, it might not look obvious. They may suddenly become more attentive, more charming, even supportive. It can feel confusing, like maybe things are improving. But this isn't growth. It's strategy. It's an attempt to pull you back before you fully step away. And if that doesn't work, the tone shifts. You may notice subtle guilt being introduced. Phrases that make you question yourself. You've changed. You're being distant. After everything I've done for you. These aren't just words. They're hooks designed to trigger doubt and pull you back into emotional obligation. As you continue reclaiming your independence, their discomfort grows. Your strength becomes a threat. Your clarity becomes something they can't control. And that's when the more intense tactics appear. They might withdraw affection to make you feel the loss. They might criticize you in ways that slowly chip away at your confidence. Sometimes it's direct, other times it's disguised as jokes or honesty. But the goal is always the same, to make you question your worth so you stay within their reach. And then comes fear. They may suggest you'll be alone without them, that no one else will understand you, that what you're doing is a mistake. These statements aren't truth. They're projections of their own insecurity. But when repeated enough, they can feel real. This is how the trap works. Not through force, but through confusion, fear, and emotional dependency. Over time, many people begin to shrink in these dynamics. They silence themselves. They overthink every word. They stop sharing their wins. Not because they want to, but because it feels safer. But here's the truth that changes everything. A healthy relationship never requires you to dim your light to keep the peace. You don't need permission to grow. You don't need approval to succeed. And you don't need to carry the emotional weight of someone who refuses to meet you with respect. When you begin setting boundaries, don't expect applause. Expect resistance. Because boundaries expose imbalance. And not everyone is willing to face that. So what do? You stop over-explaining. You stop defending your every decision. And most importantly, you stop engaging in cycles that drain you. Not every reaction deserves your response. Detachment becomes your strength. Not coldness, but clarity. Understanding that their behavior is not a reflection of your worth, but a reflection of their own unresolved patterns. This is where real freedom begins. It's not loud. It's not dramatic. It's a quiet shift where you choose yourself again and again, even when it's uncomfortable. And yes, there may be fear. Fear of being alone. Fear of starting over. Fear of the unknown. But living in constant anxiety, walking on eggshells, and losing yourself piece by piece, that's not safety. That's survival. You deserve more than survival. You deserve peace. You deserve respect. You deserve a life where you don't have to shrink to be accepted. So if you feel yourself waking up, don't ignore it. That awareness is not the problem. It's the beginning of your freedom.